Minahanga ng Palawan niya, beauty na si
Samantha Bernardo!
Samantha Bernardo!
Ladies and gentlemen, please
Dami na
welcome
nating napagdaanan. Ngayon pa ba tayo susuko Pilipinas? Hello Sambayanan! This is Samber and welcome to another episode of The Sam Up! Sobrang fruitful talaga ng season na to, kaya naman na-appreciate namin kayong lahat na nagla-like, nagko-comment at nagsusubscribe sa aming channel. Patuloy niyo lang po yan gawin dahil it will boost our confidence to pursue and continue this season. Maraming salamat po! This time, we are joined by a Binibini, isang reyna na tulad ko ay nagmula din sa napakagandang isla ng Palawan. Our Binibining Pilipinas 2023 who will represent the Philippines on the 62nd Miss International, Miss Angelica Lopez! Wow. Yes! Isang Binibini smile naman dyan.
When your heart,
Yes.
when your heart PSB19.
Kamusta ka, Angelica?
I'm good po. Thank you for asking, Ate Sam. Kayo po, kamusta po?
Mabuti. Pero show ko to, mamaya kung tanong, char. And then, sobrang close kami ni Angelica kasi naalala ko, nung Binibining Pilipinas 2018 ako is reigning Miss Puerto Princesa ka na. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy sa ating chikahan, meron muna tayong warm-up game. Okay ka ba?
Yes.
Alright. So, chill lang tayo today. Madali lang ito. We have a word or a set of words here that we are answering. And all we need is to create a question to this answer. So, this will be serving as an answer and then dapat yung sagot natin is tanong. Oh, training ko sa Q&A
Interesting.
mo. And
Very unique.
yes, are you ready?
Ready na po.
Okay, let's play question the answer. So, sino muna kuya?
Okay, so I will pick.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You
The word is pamilya. If the family or pamilya will be the answer, ano ang question?
Okay, the question is, what do you value the most in your life?
Yun talaga yun.
Yes, kasi para sa akin, family.
Yes. Isa, lahat to? Ay, lahat daw to. So, ba't mo siya
Oh
pumipili?
my gosh.
Training daw to sa Q&A, sabi ni
Oh
Kenjam.
my gosh. Okay. Paraiso.
Oh.
Paraiso. Okay. Question. What place do you want to visit that you consider as paradise in the whole world?
Paraiso.
Paraiso. For me, of course, Japan. Paraiso, because it is a paradise for me, Japan, because I will be competing on November.
Yes!
Woo! I like this one.
Corona.
Okay, question. Hey, what is the best gift that I can give to the Filipino people? That is the corona that I will be bringing home for the Miss International manifestation.
Yes! Perfect! Handang-handa na talaga ang ating Binibining Pilipinas International Queen. Kaya naman, let's go to Kwentuhan! Ayan, ito na ang kwentuhan. Siyempre, kilala na kita, Angelica, pero sa lahat ng mga hindi pa nakakakilala sa'yo, kailan ba ikaw nag-start na mag-beauty pageant?
Nag-start po ako when I was 14 years old. So, na-discover po ako sa outside ng school namin. But before that, nag-join muna ako ng barangay pageant. And then,
Okay.
Yes,
14?
Yes, I was 14 years old that time. So, doon nag-start na parang nakita ng lahat ng tao yung potential ko that I can also become a beauty queen. So, unexpectedly, while walking outside the school, sa Palawan National School, nag-aral din po ba kayo?
Yes.
So, lalakad po ako doon, and then may nakadiscover sa akin, si Bians Lopez.
Si Indians pala?
Yes po. Tapos, sinabi niya na, ang tangkad nito, ang ganda, morena, Filipina beauty. So, in-approach niya ako na maybe I can join the Elitista Circle of Models family that time. So, that's where it all started po, Ate Sam.
Oba, and then nagtuloy-tuloy na yung journey mo.
Tuloy na po, sumali ako first barangay pageants, and then municipal pageants, hanggang sa naging regional, binibining mi Maropa. So, then nag-start, and until now, of course, national pageants such as Binibini, and last year, Miss Universe Philippines.
Yeah. And hopefully,
Yeah.
our Miss International. Grabe, no? Yung journey mo, hindi rin madali. So, when you were 14, how old are you now?
23.
23. So, parang 10 years in the making or 11 years in the making ka na rin ng papageant. Oh my God, para kang si Emma. Ganun din.
Yes.
Binibini ata siya parang pang 10th year yun or something. That's nice. Ito naman, how's your preparation for Miss International?
Oh, I started pati sa my training last March. So, I have a pasarela training. I have my Japanese class.
Yes.
I have my SVJ training as well. And personality development training po sa Dale Carnegie. So, ngayon, I'm really maximizing my time, and I wanna do my part as the representative of the Philippines for Miss International. So, ginagawa ko po talaga yung best ko every
Yeah.
day. And of course, the power of manifestation, nandyan yan lagi. Praying always to Papa.
Amen. We're all gonna pray for you.
Thank you.
Pero alam mo, hindi alam ng mga tao na you are the third Palawenya queen that's gonna compete in Miss International. So the first one is Maria Antea Robles, fun fact, who won Binibining Pilipinas International in 1988. Then my sister, our sister, Janice Salubino, who became a semi-finalist and won Best Dressed in Miss International 2015. And now, Angelica Lopez. Sana naman first ever Miss International. Oh.
Ate sa
Back
manifesting.
from Palawan, Lord. Pero ito, let's claim it na. Alam natin na very accepting and very diverse ang labanan na yun. Nararamdaman mo na rin ba yung pressure this year? Siyempre may social media na iba na kasi ngayon nung kapanahonan ko parang wala. Char.
Parang napag-iwanan po ba?
Yeah, hindi naman. Pero parang iba na kasi may social pressure, may pageant pressure, pero may social media pressure din.
Yes. Ngayon, of course, pressure is always there. Lagi ko po talaga yung nafe-feel eh. Kasi syempre, if you want to do your best sa isang bagay, kapag may goal ka, lagi ka talagang nape-pressure. Pero sa akin po, Ate Sam, I always want to see the positive side of it po. Kahit na alam ko nakaka-pressure kasi ang dami ko pong kailangan gawin, ang dami ko kailangan asikasuin, and it takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of, effort, talagang doble kayon para maabot ang pangarap.
Yes.
But still, I trust and believe that God has a beautiful plan for my Miss International journey po. So, doon na lang ako. Araw-araw nagpe-pray po ako kahit na talagang na-feel ko yung pressure. Because I really want to bring back home the 7th Miss International crown for the Philippines.
Amen. Kayang-kaya mo yan. Talagang destiny na lang talaga ang magtatakda kung talagang para sa'yo yun. But I can see that you are ready, you are prepared, and talagang pinaghahandaan mo. You know what's more interesting about you is you have a different skin complexion compared to for the last 5 years from Binibini Pilipinas who won Miss International.
Yes.
What can you say about it? Kasi yung iba, parang, accepting. Yung iba naman, bashing. So, anong masasabi mo doon?
Well, you know what, Ate Sam? Syempre, we can't really please people. Hindi naman lahat magugustuhan yung kulay ko. And naiintindihan ko naman po yun. But for me, what matters is mahal ko ang sarili kong kulay. And kahit na meron akong I am morena, mahal ko yung kulay ko. And yun yung gusto kong iparating din sa ibang tao na self-love is really a must. Especially in my journey here in Miss International. Kasi naniniwala ako na my skin color doesn't really define my capabilities as a woman or being a Miss International. Alam ko na kahit na morena ako, kahit na brown skin girl ako, and
Amen!
kahit na maraming nagbabash din po sa akin, nakikita ko naman yung online, aware ako doon. What's important is naniniwala ko sa sarili ko, and me being Miss International, I know that I can do great things beyond my skin color just because of, I have a brown skin. And yeah, I just want to enjoy the Miss International journey and not listening dun sa mga negative opinions na binabato sa akin ng mga ibang tao.
Yes, and what's more important is we are here supporting you. And
Yes.
sana makuha mo yung
Salamat.
Alam mo, yan, kaya ka nilagay ni God dyan sa posisyon na yan. Kasi you're breaking the stereotypes. And napaka-strong mo. Kasi na-matured ka na agad. Matured ka na agad na naiisip mo na ito yung goal ko dito, ito yung gagawin ko, at ito yung mga kailangan ko pang gawin para ma-achieve yung goal ko. So, congratulations. And ngayon palang winner ka na.
Salamat, Ate Sa.
Yes. Ito naman.
Touching.
Touching. Hindi ako sanay na ganito si Angelica. Kasi sa Palawan, parang lang kami, char. Hindi kasi, di ba, sa Palawan, mahirap ang training namin, guys. Hindi alam ng mga tao. Sige, kwento natin ang ating bootcamp ng pageant training by Tom Fabula. Sige.
Hi, Kuya Tom.
Hi, Kuya Tom. Ayan. So, naranasan ko nung mutya ng Palawan ko, 6 a.m. para kami may bootcamp. So, magka-camping kami in a house. Lahat kami mga beauty queen. I think maybe 6 to 10 girls. Tapos, 6 a.m. gigising ka. Tapos, magra-run ka muna. Tapos, pagka-run, kakain ka ng breakfast. Pero, ipiprepare nila yung breakfast. So, kailangan konti lang din. Tapos, magko-Q&A ka. Tapos, after mo mag-Q&A, magla-lunch. Diet pa din yun. Either magpapatan ka or hindi. Mag-workout ka. Tapos, mag-Q&A ka ulit. Tapos, dinner time na. Tapos, magpapaserela ka pa ulit. Oh my God. Tapos, matutulog ka ng madaling araw minsan. So, usually, Q&A morning, para pinipigay yung utak, guys. Kahit wala kang masagot, kailangan meron. And then, afternoon, going to the sports complex and pasarela. Yes. And then, yun na, matutulog ka na. Ganun din ba sa inyo?
Ganun po. Kasi nga, idol namin kayo mga ate namin.
Alam nyo na, guys, kung bakit sa Palawan, maliliit yung mga bewang namin.
Kasi talagang tinuturuan talaga kami kung paano
Discipline.
maging disiplina sa lahat ng ginagawa namin, especially sa pageant industry. Talagang yung manager po namin, si Kuya Tom Favelat, the best.
Yes, he's the best in Palawan talaga. So, I remember actually, he said, yung talagang tumatak sa isip ko, even up to now, na tumatatak din. Sabi niya, ang disiplina ng babae ay nakikita sa tiyan. Totoo yan. Kaya lahat talaga ng mga taga-Palawan, girl, wala ka
Talaga,
pak.
oo.
Basta pag kay Tom Fabula and kay Kuya Jamel Tande.
Naranasan ko rin po, kakain lang kami, alternative sa rice, yung samba ng saging.
Oo.
And
Naging
then-
favorite ko ngayon dahil sa kanya.
Tapos mamimitas po kami ng kangkong dun sa backyard nila, di ba? May mga pananim doon. Tapos nagkukwento po sa amin si Kuya Tom yung journey po nyo and ni Ate Janice Salubina. To na-inspire kami. So kami, bunot-bunot din kami ng mga kangkong dun sa backyard.
Kasi alam mo, nakikita nila dito sa Manila, kasi dito marami nang susupport sa'yo, pero sa Palawan, mahirap kasi. Lalo na pag walang support ng mga taong may money, babe, let's face it, we need money to join the pageant. And in Palawan, it's not much people na sobrang sumusuporta, di ba? And that's our biggest struggle as a Palawenya queen. Pero here in Manila, we are so happy kasi we have a lot of friends and chosen family na talaga sumusuporta.
Totoo.
So, dati pinagpipitas kayo ni Kuya Jam, ay ni Kuya Tom.
Yes.
Kasi meron siyang garden doon. Ano pa yung mga na-experience mo before na hindi alam ng mga tao about Angelica?
Okay, siguro hindi alam ng mga tao na active po talaga ako sa church dati sa Palawan. Kasi po, ang family ko, both mother and father side, they're Christians. So, sa father side ko po, Pentecost. Sa mother side ko naman, Adventist sila. So, laki po talaga ako sa church. So, alam ko yung talagang tinuturuan ako ng parents ko before, yung mga values, talagang na magagamit ko sa paglaki ko. Talagang hands-on sila sa amin pagdating sa ganun na tinuturuan nila kami kung paano maging mabuting tao and maging mabuting tao sa iba rin. So, ayun. Grateful naman po ako na ganun. So, I think yung iba, hindi nila siguro masyadong alam na parang ganun ako before.
Yeah.
Na active ako sa church. Kaya siguro din naniniwala ako palagi na God can move mountains. Talagang kapag may problema po ako sa buhay, Ate Sam, it's really God na tatakbuhan ko. Siya talaga yung talagang nakakatulong sa akin pag may mga problema ako sa buhay.
Talaga naman nalalampasan mo and that's why you're here.
Yeah.
Nakaka-proud. Alam mo na, sobrang napaproud ako sa'yo ngayon kasi parang iisipin mo yung journey mo, napagdaanan ko din yun. Pero at the same time, I can't imagine the pressure more ngayon. Especially na you're breaking stereotypes pa. So, kudos tayo,
Thank you
Angelica.
so much po.
Yan. Ito naman na banggit mo kanina na nag-start ka 14 years old. Ano yung pinakamahirap na pinagdaanan mo in a beauty pageant para makarating dito sa posisyon mo?
Pinakamahirap na pinagdaanan ko sa beauty pageant, siguro po yung idea na at a very young age, kailangan ko mag-take action. I need to have the initiative to help my mom and my sister. Kasi, syempre, I grew up in a very simple household. So, before, parang I really took a risk to join beauty pageant even though a lot of people were criticizing me talaga na parang di daw ako maganda, payat ako, morena ako, I'm not really into the beauty pageant world. Although some of them, of course, nakakita naman nila yung
Potential.
ko. Pero may iba talaga na pinapafeel nila sa akin na parang wala akong kakayahan to be in the pageant world. So, that time, sobrang struggle po ako nun kasi syempre I had to juggle both of my, studies and my career in pageantry. So, that time, kahit na alam ko sobrang hirap talaga, sabi ko, kakayanin ko to. Kahit ang hirap ng trainings, yung duckwalk, lahat yan. Minsan late na rin ako nakakauwi ng bahay, nag-aalala na sa akin yung mom ko. Pero talagang nagsakripisyo po ako para makamit ko yung goal ko to be a beauty queen and maging inspirasyon din sa ibang tao. So, ganun po yung ginawa ko. Kahit na minsan, alam ko parang may mga bagay ako na dapat gawin na kailangan kong i-balance and kailangan ko ring gawin yun kasi yun dapat lang yung ginagawa ko sa ganong edad eh. Pero kasi as early as 14 years old, parang nagkaroon na agad ako ng awareness sa sitwasyon na kinakaharap namin ng family ko.
Naging breadwinner ka ba at 14 years old?
Yes, parang ganon.
Parang
yeah?
ganon.
Yes.
Parang tumutulong ka na kagad and then you're winning of beauty pageant title, di ba may cash prize? Minsan tinutulong mo din sa kanila.
Yes po. Binibigay ko sa mom ko yung half price po. Ganon.
Ano ba yung work ni tita and tito that time?
Kasi ang parents ko po, musicians po sila.
Kaya
Yes.
palang galing ka rin kumanta. Bakit kasi
musicians
hindi
po.
musician yung nanay at tatay ko? Char.
Musicians po ang parents ko. So, pero before, nag-work po talaga yung mom ko sa restaurant. When she stopped singing, nag-work siya sa isang restaurant sa Baywalk.
Okay.
So, best friend niya po kasi yung owner noon. So, she's like a front liner. Parang siya yung nag-welcome
Nag-help.
guests, gano'n, nakikipag-usap sa mga tao. And then, minsan sumasama po ako sa kanya. Pag sabi niya sa akin na, kung kailangan mo ng pambaon-baon sa school mo, sama ka sa akin, tumulong ka doon. So, that's
Tinuruan
where,
ka na kagad.
tinuruan na po ako kung paano mag-ipon ng pera, maging independent as early as 13, 14 years old.
Aba, talagang kaya naman madiskarte ka na kagad. Ito, you had fair share of wins and losses as well. We all know that you joined also Miss Universe Philippines before and then lose. Siyempre, baranggayan, ang dami niyan. How do you deal with it? Like losing?
For me po, losing is a part of life. You can always win. Minsan talaga, God will redirect us to things that He think is better for us. Na yun talaga yung plinano niya para sa atin. So, if I am encountering losing or like disappointments sa buhay ko, lagi kong tinitignan yung positive side of it. Na alam ko, it's only a process of learning things from it, and that's where I get also my motivation to do better the next time around. Kasi alam ko na lahat naman ng nangyayari sa atin may purpose yun eh. Everything happens for a reason po, Ate Sam. So kung matalo man ako, I will just look at the brighter side of things and see what needs to be improved and see what's, the things that I need to do next. So yun po yung, ganun po ako mag-isip that's that has always been my mindset ever since. Kaya siguro yun din yung nagpalakas po sa akin bilang breadwinner of the family. Kasi ang hirap din po ng mag-isa di ba? Like, I took a risk to be here, to be in this position in my life. I've experienced many defeats, I've experienced many losses, but here I am, I'm still continuing on fighting for the things that I believe I deserve. So, ayun po.
Oh, galing. Nakaka-proud ka talaga. So, 14 pa lang, namulat ka na. Paano mo na-realize na, okay, kailangan namin ng money, kailangan ko magtrabaho, and I think beauty queen or being a beauty queen or pageantry can help me. Ano yung parang isang instance na vivid sa'yo na, ay shucks, ganito pala kami, kailangan ko nung
Siguro po, yung na-try namin before umulam ng toyo, the soy sauce, and the sugar. Diba parang sa province kasi minsan yung sugar, i-dissolve mo siya sa water and then minsan yung ulamin mo. So that certain situation actually, well, that's one of the other things that I've experienced, of course. Pero vivid talaga siya sa akin. Like, very
yung
clear
toyo
siya.
and
Clear
then asukal.
Yes po,
Hinalo.
ulamin nyo, or minsan sardinas, ganon. Doon ko na-realize na I need to do something in order for me and my family din po na umangat sa buhay.
Oh.
Kasi, to be honest, talagang, I didn't grow up having a silver spoon in my mouth. So, pero yun ang something na proud ako, na hindi ako afraid na i-share sa ibang tao. Kasi yun ang totoo
Totoo.
Diba? Kasi,
Ako din. Parang iniisip ng mga tao, mayaman kami, ganyan. Mayaman, naghirap, charot. Hindi, pero dati naalala ko din na sometimes kasi pag bata ka, hindi mo alam na mahirap kayo. Lalo na pag nakikita mo sa...
masaya.
Na masaya. And mas marami pang nangangailangan. Diba? Kasi wala namang ganun eh. Kunwari, hindi naman kami mahirap. Kasi mas marami pang mas hindi kaya. Pero ikaw yung may posisyon pa na kaya mong tumulong. Pero naalala ko, nung bata din ako, parang hingi ako ng piso, pambili ng asin, tas walang mamigay yung dad ko. So parang sabi ko, bakit ganun? Piso lang? Wala? So parang doon ko naisip na, oh my God, mahirap kami. Parang gano'n.
Okay.
Parang gano'n.
Pero alam mo, Ate Sam, yung mga ganyang nangyayari sa buhay natin or pangyayari sa buhay natin, it really teaches us lesson na maging grateful even with the smallest things.
Amen.
Ganun talaga. So ako, talagang proud ako na nanggaling ako sa mahirap na pamilya. Kasi ito rin yung nagturo sa akin ng mga values na meron ako ngayon na lumalaki na ako, na beauty queen na ako. And yun din yung nasi-share ko sa ibang tao.
Yeah, totoo yan. And I think growing up in province, marami tayong qualities na hindi agad natin na-appreciate once we are in this position. Like now, I feel like hindi ako to get easily blinded by all the lights, by the fame. Kasi alam ko na hindi yun yung importante. And we were so grounded growing up. So yun. Ano po yung mga na-experience mo before na training, na feeling mong hindi natin nagagawa dito sa Manila, but then again, you are so grateful kasi na-experience natin yun. Tapos pagdating dito, sobrang timay mo na. Ako, may naisip ako. Grabe yun, nagtitraining tayo sa sports complex. Nagdadako pa, ang haba-haba nun, yung 100-meter dash. Girl, sabi ko, bakit ganun? Ang haba-haba niyan. And then, nagbinibining Pilipinas na ako kasi sa KF camp, pag binibining Pilipinas ka before, talagang kunwari 20 duck walks ka. Pero kunwari sa ibang pageant ka, okay, 10 ka lang, 5. Sabi ko, bakit ganon? Bakit parang mas madami pag binibini? And then I joined Binibini. Doon ko mas na-realize yung pagod at hirap. Na parang na-realize ko, easy. Parang ganon. Ikaw, ano ba?
Sa akin, doon din, sa sports complex po sa Palawan.
Diba? Sabi ko sa inyo.
Pero yung na-experience naman po namin, Ate Sam, yung sa Hagdan, doon po kami pinapadakwo.
Yes, same.
Na-experience niyo po ba yun?
Oo.
Talagang,
Oo.
Talagang tinuturuan po tayo to, yung strengthen our stamina. Kasi, syempre, destined pala tayo to win in Binibining Pilipinas, di ba?
Totoo. Para talaga tayong athletes, no?
Actually, parang athlete po talaga pag beauty pageant ka. Kasi, parang same din yung training sa athlete and being a beauty queen.
We're
Talagang
beauty
nakakapagod.
athletes. Wow.
Beauty athletes.
Ito naman, meron kang mga naririnig na negativity all around you, pero lagi natin sinasabi, let's go back to our core. Ano ba yung core ng isang Angelica Lopez? Kung ang core ito siya, tapos bubuksan ko siya, anong laman ng core mo?
My core is that I am a resilient woman. I am authentic and I've always believed in that. Maraming, kasi tayo na ngayon nasa limelight tayo, Ate Sam. So, a lot of people, their eyes are on us. Marami talaga silang opinion sa lahat na nangyayari sa buhay natin.
Gusto nila
Hindi yan
part kayo
mawawala.
lagi. Gusto nila lagi kang part sila kasi pag nanalo ka, gusto nila part sila. Pag natalo ka, ayaw nila. Pero pag nandiyan ka, uy, friend ko yan. Diba ganon?
I think that's normal po talaga sa industry natin. Pero, more than that, kailangan alam mo talaga kung sino ka as a person, as an individual. Me, that's actually my advantage. Kasi alam ko kung saan ako nagmula, alam ko yung mga paghihirap ko, alam ko yung goals and lahat ng mga gusto kong i-achieve sa buhay ko. Alam ko kung ano yung dapat kong gawin sa isang certain situation. Kapag mayroong nangangailangan, alam ko na kailangan kong tumulong. Mga bagay na ganun. Kapag may problema, alam ko na hindi dapat ako mag-give up, but to be persistent, but to be strong sa lahat ng mga pinagdadaanan ko sa buhay. And feeling ko, naniniwala din ako na yun po talaga yung core ko bilang isang tao. Kasi alam ko yung sarili ko kilala ko kung sino ako bilang isang Angelica Lopez. And yun actually yung gusto kong makita din ng ibang tao. That I am someone who is resilient, authentic, I'm someone who is full of love, someone who's full of hope in me. And I want to share that to other people for them to feel it as well. Kasi I feel like yun naman talaga yung purpose natin sa buhay, diba? Aside from knowing staying true to our core, knowing ourselves, but most importantly, it is our purpose to pass it to other people for them to see light sa mga buhay nila.
Yes. Sinasabi natin na as beauty queens, para makapunta sa limelight, lagi tayo may sinasacrifice na thing. Ano yung sinacrifice mong thing para ma-achieve yung corona na meron ka ngayon?
Wow! That's actually a cheeky question. For me, it is by living here, residing here in Manila po talaga. I took a risk na mag-move dito sa Manila kahit na alam ko yung family ko nasa Palawan. And miss na miss ko na po talaga sila, yung dad ko, yung siblings ko.
Hindi sila makapunta dito?
Hindi po kasi
Bakit?
busy din po yung papa ko.
Work.
Busy siya sa pag-aalaga ng mga kapatid ko. Kaya hindi rin po talaga nagtatagpo yung time namin na magkita. So pag may chance po na umuwi ako ng Palawan, lagi kong mini-make sure na kitain sila, magdi-dinner kami or magla-lunch kami, kakain kami sa labas. And it was very hard for me po talaga actually, Ate Sam, kasi syempre being a breadwinner of the family, yung hindi mo maiwasan na pag mag-isa ka lang sa kwarto, mabili mo talaga yung lungkot. Pero the good thing about it is that alam ko kasi na lahat ng ginagawa ko sa buhay ko, it is for my family as well. Kaya talagang tinitibayan ko po talaga yung loob ko.
And in the future, magiging fruitful and worth it tong journey mo. So, trust the process lang. Amen! Kaya yan.
Idol ko po kayo, Ate.
Ay, wow. Pak! Thank you so much. Pero ito, siguro kung magbibigay ka ng sum up or summary sa lahat ng pinagdalan mo sa Binibining Pilipinas journey, ano yung title na yun at bakit?
Okay. I'd like to use po yung breaking the stereotype. Yun po talaga siguro. Kasi, of course, my win in Binibining Pilipinas, it's really a surprise, a shock to everybody. And marami po talaga nag-criticize sa akin. Alam mo, Ate Sam, after ko manalo ng Binibining Pilipinas, talagang maraming messages, maraming tags, saying, especially sa Twitter, nakita ko rin po yun na, bakit yan yung nanalo? Pangit naman yan kasi dark skin yan, brown skin yan. She's not fit for Miss International. And medyo na-sadden po ako noon kasi syempre, we can really deny the fact that minsan naapektuhan ka pa rin talaga sa sinasabi ng ibang tao. But I have this mindset po kasi na I always ignore the things or the opinions that will not benefit me as a person. And I want, to show the people din po here in my Miss International journey na, ayun nga, it doesn't really matter kung ano yung skin color mo. It's really what's inside of your heart, who you are as a person, and what you're doing to really inspire and, bring positive change sa buhay ng ibang tao. Kaya, ayun po.
Breaking stereotypes. Spoken like a true queen. Pero, growing up, how did you embrace your skin complexion? Like, ganyan ka na ba talaga before? Like, you really love it? You never use whitening products ever?
Okay. It's so funny po kasi dati po nabubuli ako dahil sa skin color ko din. So, parang wala nga po nagkaka-crush ako rin dati.
Talaga? Kasi na hindi uso yung morena. Ngayon na lang minsan nauuso yung morena, di ba?
Yes.
Pero lahat talaga yung idea natin na maganda, maputi, makinis.
Talaga. So, before talagang sinasabi ng iba, lalo na may ibang bata kasi paglalabas ako ng bahay, sabihin nila na, nandiyan na si Angelica, may mga certain words silang ginagamit na towards me para mabuli ako, ganyan, asarin ako. Tapos, that time talaga, hindi talaga po ako naniniwala na maganda ako. So, ang mom ko, my very supportive mom, siya talaga yung nag-remind sa akin every single day na maganda ako. Lagi niya sasabihin, anak, alam mo ba, bagay ka mag-beauty pageant, parang sa Venus ka. Ganun, very supportive yung mommy ko. Sabi niya, alam mo yung kulay mo, napakaganda. Filipina beauty kaya yan. Ganun yung mom ko. So, eventually, kahit na low self-esteem ako growing up, kasi introvert din po ako noon, wala ako masyadong kaibigan. It's really my mom and yung mga tao, when I finally entered the pageant industry, yung mga tao doon naniniwala sa akin na kaya kong maging successful beauty queen someday, sila po talaga yung tumulong sa akin para mas mahalin yung sarili kong kulay. So now, I'm finally embracing every bit of it. Like, proud ako kahit saan ako magpunta, maganda ako. Kahit ganito.
Kahit anong sabihin mo, maganda ako. At saka, hindi alam ng mga tao, di ba yan yung first training natin? Yung maghaharapan tayo kay Mommy G, tapos sabihin niya, maganda ako. Yung gano'n. Tapos naalala ko, 3 AM na ako natulog nun kasi umiiyak ako. Hindi na ako maganda. Hindi mo masabi kailan, masabi mo talaga, maganda ako. Like with conviction and talagang, like ma-feel mo na parang maganda ako. Ganyan. Hindi pwede. Dapat pinapaniwalaan mo talaga.
Yes.
Ganyan yung Mommy G talaga.
Tsaka, naniniwala po kasi din ako sa, katulad ng tinuro sa atin ng mentors natin, Ate Sam, na yung affirmation talaga,
very powerful.
talaga dapat sa atin nanggagaling within ourselves, not from other people. So, anong gagawin mo? When you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you'll do, face the mirror and tell yourself that you're beautiful. And do it every day. Kasi, yun talaga yung mag-help sa'yo na papaniwala mo yung sarili mo na maganda ka. Yeah. And, yeah, I'm just so happy kasi...
Sige nga, sabihin mo nga sa camera, I am beautiful. Ganyan. Ako. I am beautiful. I am awesome. I am a queen. Ikaw naman.
I am beautiful. I am amazing. I am resilient. And I am Miss International.
Hey! Taray! May conviction na. Ready na. Ito naman, let's say that the Miss International 2024 crown is not for you. Ano ang plan mo afterwards?
Wow! Okay po. Honestly, Ate Sam, I was thinking of joining or entering the showbiz.
Why not?
Talaga po. And actually now, I'm practicing to the hosting na din. Mother's Day event in Araneta, so I did hosting there. And yep, it's one step at a time. Talagang pinapractice ko po talaga. Alam ko na yung mga skill na ganyan kasi magagamit ko talaga siya in the future eh. But if given the opportunity, why not? Showbiz.
Yeah, showbiz. Ito na. I-claim na natin yan. Darating yan. So, malapit na ang competition mo sa Miss International sa Japan. Syempre, lahat ng mga tao, alam na nila kung sino ka, alam na nila pinaghandaan mo. Pero ano ba yung matutulong mo sa community? And ano yung advocacy mo this time?
My advocacy po kasi, Ate Sam, focuses on the less fortunate people. So, ever since po, 17 years old pa lang ako, I was given already the opportunity to help the kids, the less fortunate kids sa Palawan. So, I have this organization po, Teen Boss Organization. Hello, guys. Thank you so much for accepting me, for the warm welcome. Nung nag-start pa lang po ako sa kanila, talagang tinulungan po nila ako, and they really inspire me na paging inspiration din para sa mga kabataan, sa mga kids.
So, 17.
17.
It focuses on teens.
Basta less fortunate people, but most of the time po talaga sa mga kids po kami. Nagbibigay kami ng gifts, school supplies, minsan may mga activities kami like paintings or mga games, ganun po yung ginagawa
Anything
namin.
that can hone their skills and make them happy.
Yes, exactly po, ganun. And then, pinagpatuloy ko po yun hanggang ngayon. And you know the funny thing about it po, Ate Sam, kasi nung nag-start po ako noon, syempre hindi pa naman ako ganun ka talagang into the pageant. So I didn't have the idea po talaga ng time na yun na advocacy is very important when you're joining a beauty pageant. So parang nung nag-join ako ng pageant, like, what's advocacy? What's advocacy? You know, things like that. Nagtatanong ako, sabi ko, bakit kailangan advocacy sa pageant? Tapos sabi nila, ayan, and-explain nila sa akin yung advocacy and the importance of it, ganyan. Sabi ko, so, the thing, you know, yung ginagawa ko, like,
Yun na pala yun.
yung ginagawa ko sa community namin dun sa Palawan, sabi ko, all this time, yun na pala yung ginagawa ko. So what I did,
You're already living it.
Yes, in-incorporate ko na rin siya doon, na parang, ginamit ko na yung platform ng pageantry para maka-inspire din sa ibang tao. And that's what I wanna bring din po sa Miss International. You know, I want to share and to show to the people na I'm really authentic, I'm really well-driven pagdating sa advocacy ko. Kasi sobrang na-inspire din po ako ng mga bata na to eh. Talagang, I know, me, myself, coming from a very humble family, and now I have this power to change their lives. Parang, it gives me a sense of fulfillment, sense of purpose sa buhay ko po talaga.
Alam mo, ready ka na. To tell you honestly, mas madali ang international pageant kesa sa national pageant. Sa tingin mo, bakit?
Ano po ba yun natin sa
Kasi alam mo, kung for example, Mini-Mini Pilipinas or any national pageant, you are competing with yourself, you are competing with the other queens, but most importantly, lahat kayo Filipino. Lahat kayo, same culture, like you're representing your province, ano yung mas unique. But there in international pageant, you're the only Filipina competing. So you truly embrace yourself talaga. You truly embrace yourself na alam mo sa sarili mo na ito ang Pilipinas at ipapakita mo na lang yun. Kaya nga di ba like ko sinasabi sa'yo na this is the hustle now. Like prepare for it, pero pagdating doon, just enjoy. And let go talaga. And let God. Yun lang talaga yun.
Thank you so much for that, Ate Sam.
Kasi talagang ready ka na talaga and kailangan mo na lang talagang enjoy yung moment. So now you're going to Japan. What makes you excited? Ano yung pinaka gusto mong ma-experience sa Japan? I just came there.
Wow, so I wanna taste their very authentic sushi, sashimi.
Yes!
Food trip. Oh, yes.
Sarap.
Tapos balak, kasi po Ate Sam, mahilig ako sa anime po.
Oh my God!
So, since high school ako, talagang fan ako ng mga anime.
Sino favorite mong anime?
I've started watching the Attack on Titans, Tokyo Ghoul, and then
Mag-enjoy ka sa
talagang ang dami ko pong gusto sabihin na nasa So, gusto ko po, pagdating ko ng Japan, bibili ako ng mga toys, mga anime toys, tapos, diba, dali ko dito. Then, maybe I can also give that sa mga friends ko na yung gift, diba?
Yes!
Talaga. I wanna explore Japan din, syempre, yung mga beautiful tourist spots nila doon, places. I can really wait to experience the beauty of Japan, their culture as well.
Nako, you are in the best pageant because Miss International talaga, it's really like ultimate Japan experience. So good luck and enjoy!
Thank you.
Now, Angelica, we have another segment here at the Sum Up where we ask our guests for their hashtag Sam sentiments because our viewers will ask questions or any suliranin na kailangan nilang sagutin or magdaan. What is your biggest insecurity?
Okay, what is my biggest insecurity? To be honest po, siguro yun yung sometimes I feel down because I think I'm not capable of doing a certain thing in my life. Like, for example, inside the school, like there's a specific subject, math, for example, and I feel like, oh, I'm not even smart enough to answer or calculate these problems, math problems, yung mga ganong bagay. Then I feel so down. Sometimes, may mga ganon excited din ako, even other aspects sa buhay ko eh. Na I just feel so down, and then I feel like I'm not, capable. May ganun talaga. I think it's part of the human nature eh. Ganun talaga yun. It's very
Meron ka talagang laging weird na gano'n.
Oo, na parang may doubts, worries. But as much as possible po, syempre, I always remind myself that I am smart, that I am witty, that I am a woman who's capable of doing great things in life. Kanya, like, kung nire-remind yung sarili ko nun. And, I'm here already, syempre. I have this title. So, regardless of that certain emotions na nafe-feel ko within myself, yung mga negativities na binabato sa akin ng iba, or minsan ako yung mismo nakakaisip, di ba?
Yeah. Kumbaga may self-sabotage na talaga tayo agad. But I think that's the beauty also of life, di ba? Parang reminding yourself na you're not always 100%, but you can always learn, grow, and go back from the start and try again, dream again, and achieve it again.
Yes.
And continuous process.
Yes, and sabi nga po nila, di ba, like, progress is not linear. I mean, you can always be the best.
Yeah.
But if you are doing your best every single day because you want to see a progress in your life, then that's what matters.
Favorite ko din yung sa Dune na movie na parang sinabi doon na the mysteries of life, it's not destined to be solved. It's destined to be experienced. Wow. So parang ganon. Diba? Parang when you let go of that thought na parang you're just here to experience things, then lahat ng worries mo gumagaan at nawawala. So yun.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for sending that question. And if you also wanted to share anything with us, you could also email us at inq.summervlogs@gmail.com or head on to my NGL account and drop your message anonymously. So before we end this, Angelica, do you have anything wanted to promote, your social media accounts? Please feel free.
Alright, so thank you so much, first of all, Ate Sam, for inviting me.
Welcome.
Alam ko, ang ilan na to, may utang pa ako sa'yo.
Hindi, okay lang yun. Support ko na yun sa'yo.
Thank you po. Thank you, Ate Sam, for inviting me, and I feel so honored to be here, and I want to take this opportunity, of course, to send a message sa mga supporters. Thank you so much for the love and support that you're always giving me every single day of my journey here in Miss International. And I do ask for your support once again. I know that this journey will not be really that easy, but I believe that with your support, alam ko na makakayanan natin all together if we help one another in Miss International. Lahat ma-achieve natin, mananalo tayo. Mauuwi natin ng Miss International 7th crown for the Philippines. And yes, please do follow me sa aking social media accounts. Instagram at Lopez Angelica Official or at Angelica Lopez Official, small letters only. And my Facebook account, Lopez Angelica, as well as my page, Facebook page, Angelica Lopez po. And if you want to stay updated with my ganaps for Miss International, and even now that I'm already preparing and training for Miss International, ayan, please follow me.
Yes. Thank you so much, Angelica. And let's support Angelica Lopez on her journey towards Miss International 2024 crown.
Yes,
I'm sure you will make us proud. I have no doubts na gagalingan mo talaga doon. We will pray for you and we will rally behind you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much po, Ate Sam. And
Welcome.
thank you to all of you guys. I will do my very best for the Philippines.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sambayan and Samber Nation. Again, this is Samber, and that wraps up the Sam Up. Bye!
Bye!